Right, so we're going to start our class now this evening. So I'll get you to lie on your backs, guys, and we're going to start with our breath. Yeah. So our Yogalates class, hybrid of Pilates and yoga moves. We're going to take the Pilates breath for tonight's class, okay? So once again, do what you can do what feels good for you. It's going to be again a good bit of core strength in there. It's going to be a good bit of mobility, flexibility, and general strength work as well. We're going to finish at the end with a bit of yoga nidra, okay? So we'll do all our poses. At the very end, it will take 5 minutes just to relax and unwind, okay? So if you have a blanket or a coat or anything that keeps you warm, have that close by for the very end of the class, okay? And again, just be 5 minutes just to unwind and chill after the class, okay? We'll earn that though first. Okay, so we're going to start with our breath. So the first thing I want you to do is just lie on your back. I want you to bend your knees. I want you to space your fingers out. I want you to get your baby finger and place it over your tummy. Space the rest of the fingers across the ribs and have the thumbs on the chest. I want you just to relax. And I want you to start breathing into your nose. And I want you to breathe out your mouth. Now all I want you to do is focus on breathing in for a count of 4 and breathing out for a count of 4. So I want you to breathe in with me for 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath out your mouth. 4, 3, 2, 1. So breathe in, let your belly lift. 2, 1. As you breathe out, then I want you to draw your belly back towards your spine. 2, 1. So just focus on that belly. So breathing in, belly lifts. 2, 1. Breathing out, drawing that belly back towards the spine. 2, 1. Keep focusing that breath. Focus on that belly. The belly lifting as you inhale and drawing inwards as you exhale. So breathing in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out 4, 3, 2, 1. Now focus on breathing a bit deeper. So as you breathe in, let the belly lift, but now focus on the rib cage expanding and opening up. And as you exhale, then the ribs slide together, that belly button go back towards the spine as you breathe out your mouth. So breathing in, belly lift, rib cage expands and opens up and fills up with air. As you exhale, then the ribs slide together. Let that belly button go back towards the spine. We're going to go a bit deeper into that breath this time, guys. So as you breathe in, let the belly lift, let the rib cage expand, and then take a small more breath in, and let it fill up the chest, all the way up to the upper collarbone area. And as you exhale, then the air go first in the chest, let the ribs slide together, and let that belly button draw back towards the spine. Now just focus on that as you breathe in for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out your mouth. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathing out. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then relax it. Good, guys. Okay, open the eyes, bend those knees, okay? Now, we're going to start a bit of imprint and release just to loosen out the back and the hips. So, there's a little gap here in the lower back, okay? So, we're going to just, that's neutral spine position, so you should all have that little gap here. I want you to take a big breath in, I want you to exhale, I want you to gently constantly tilt your pelvis back, and you see that little gap go. So, just pressing your lower back into the floor. Inhale, tilt it forward, exhale, rock it back. So, it's inhale forward, seeing that little gap up here, exhale back. So if you're not sure, guys, you can slide the fingers underneath your lower back, you can tilt your pelvis back, feel the lower back, press with your fingers, and then inhale, tilt it forward. So it's exhale back, inhale forward, exhale back, inhale forward. Last one, exhale, just tilt that pelvis back and bring it forward. Now from here, guys, we're going to go into an imprint. So again, lower back is off the floor, we're going to gently tilt it back. So lower back goes on the floor. Now we're going to engage the core. So I want you to imagine you're wearing a pipe pair of jeans and they're a bit too small. That sensation, we have to suck the belly button in to close that top button of the jeans. That sensation, okay, we have to really suck that belly button in. I want you to imagine that. I want you to hold it. I want you to bring your 2 legs up to the tabletop position. So knees over the hips, shins parallel, hands by the sides, thumbs pointed towards the ceiling. You're going to bring your right big toe down, touch the floor with your big toe. Exhale, back up. So it's down, touch, and back up. So 1 foot at a time, okay? Now make sure those toes are pointed away, not up like this, you're pointing them away. It's toward the arches of the feet. Make sure those thumbs are pointed towards the roof. Make sure your head and shoulders are nice and relaxed. And again, making sure every time you exhale, you're sucking that belly button, and you want to keep the breath that we did there in our warm up. Okay, so we go twice more on each side. So down and touch, and last time down and touch and down and touch. Now let one foot come out to the floor fully, and the second foot come down. We're going to do a nice little spine twist here. So I want you to interlock your fingers and just place right at the base of your skull. Have the elbows flat on the floor. Okay, I want you to turn your head, look at your right elbow, and let the knees fall off to the left. Okay, so elbows flat on the floor, you look at your right elbow, and the knees go off to the left. Okay, just nice little spine twist. Bring those knees back up, turn the head, and look at the left elbow, and let the knees fall off to the right. Keep those elbows flat on the floor. Bring them back up, and again, once more, let the elbows fall off there to the left as you look at your right elbow. And back up. And last time, look at the left elbow and let the knees fall off there to the right. Good, and back up. Now from here, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to bring our hands into this position, okay? So we're going to do a little couple of bridges here, but we're going to get our shoulders and middle upper back engaged. So hands in 90 degree angle. I want you to push your elbows hard to the floor. Now I want you to focus and squeeze your two shoulders together. Keep the feet hip width apart, and bring the heels underneath the knees. We're going to gently tilt our pelvis back into imprint, and we're going to gently push our hips up. Now again, squeeze the two shoulders together and focus on squeezing that bum, pushing those hips. You want a nice straight line from your shoulder to your knee, okay? I want to really work on engaging the glutes and the hamstrings, okay? Now from here, we're going to come down, we're going to let the bum just touch that floor, and then we're going to nice and slowly drive it back up. We go for 10 of these. So down, bum is that floor, you're going to exhale and drive. 9, down and touch, exhale and drive. 8. So again, focus on squeezing the bum, pushing those hips up. 7. Okay, you want to focus on the muscles you want to engage, so the upper hamstrings and the glutes here. 6. Press your big toes into the floor, press your elbows hard into the floor. 5. 4. 3. 2, and one more go, and down and up. Excellent, and nice and slow we come down. Excellent, guys. Coming up to your forearms, guys. Okay, so elbows into your shoulders, fingers point towards the legs. Okay, we're going to reverse plank from here. So I want you to get your feet out as far as you can, but yet you can still get your toes on the floor. Okay, so keep the toes on the floor, forearms on the floor, press your toes on the floor, and then lift the bum. Allow the head to look up and focus here. So you just want to get the bum off the floor, press your toes on the floor, so you feel the bottom of your calf muscles engaged. That's the soleus. Breathe into your nose and out your mouth, and then drop it. Excellent, okay? Now from here we're going to progress that if we can. So if you find that tricky, stay with that, and just even bring the legs closer to you if you need to, okay? If you can, straighten out the legs, but just don't lock out the knees. Pull the toes towards the head. Take a big breath in and just exhale. Lift the hips off the floor. Look at the ceiling. Try to get that belly button as close to that ceiling as you can, and hold it. One more breath. And down. Good. Okay, from here we're going to roll onto our right hand side. So it's rolling onto your right. Okay, get your foot flat on the floor just ahead of your knee. You're going to rest on your forearm. You're going to exhale. You're going to lift your hip. We're going to top hand up. We're going to turn that head, look at that nail of the thumb as we go to side plank. So again, finger, nail of the thumb above your top hand, directly in line with your eyes. Okay, resting on the forearm, no fist that bottom hand. And trying to get that hip as high as you can. Try to really work the muscles inside the trunk. And we drop it down. Excellent, guys. Okay, we're going to do thread the needle. So we're going to bring a hand underneath your body. I want you to get a full rotation. So I take a big breath in, exhale, lift, bring the hand up, turn the head, look at that nail of the thumb. Now holding it here. Now from here, bring that hand underneath your body, rotate, facing that wall behind you. Exhale, swing it all the way back up. You do that twice more. So bring it underneath, make sure you're rotating that trunk. You're exhaling as you bring it back up. And last time. And exhale as you bring it back up. Now hold it here. One more breath. And then drop it down. Excellent, guys, okay? From here, we're going to go into reverse tabletop. Okay, so get the feet hip width apart. Okay, toes on the floor. Get your hands underneath your shoulders. Fingers are well spaced out, okay? Little grip in those fingers. Okay, and you front your fingers towards your feet. Take a big breath in, exhale, squeeze the bum, push the hips up, look towards the ceiling. Again, try to squeeze the bum and upper hamstrings here. 2 more breaths. nice and slowly we come down. Excellent, guys. We're going to swing to the other side, okay? So I want you coming onto your left side, okay? Bottom leg straight, top foot over and flatten the floor. Take a big breath in, exhale, squeeze the bum, bring the hand up, turn the head, and look at that nail of the tongue. One more breath. Then nice and slowly drop it. Okay, we're going to do our tread knees. We're going to bring that hand underneath, rotate that trunk. Take a big breath in, again, exhale, lift the hip, bring the hand up, turn the head, look at the nail of the tongue. Now holding here, bring the hand underneath your body, rotate and twist into that trunk. Exhale, and bring it all the way up. Inhale down. Exhale up. We go one more time. Concentrate that rotation into the trunk. Bring it back up. Now hold it and drop it. Excellent, guys. Okay. Now from here, coming onto your hands and knees. Okay. I'm just going to go into cat and cow. Yeah. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, fingers are well spaced. Okay. We're going to exhale, arch that back all the way from the head down. But inhale, we're going to gently tilt the pelvis forward, push the bum up and lift the head. So it's exhale, arch that back all the way up. Inhale, gently tilt the pelvis forward, lift the head. So it's exhale and arch, drop the head down. Inhale and gently tilt it forward, lift that bum up. So just going nice and gentle, cat and cow. So just gently stretch out the back of the cat and stretch out the belly with cow. Good. From here, guys, we're going to curl our two toes under. We're going to go to downward dog with our knees bent. Okay, so all I want you to do, keep the hands where they are, lift the bum up, keep the knees bent, and drop your chest as close to your thighs as you can. Okay, let the head hang. So the aim here is to get a nice straight back. One more breath. Now I want you dropping down to your knees, guys, okay? Now from here, we're going to go into a equestrian pose, okay? So what I want you to do is get your left leg forward. I want you to come to a kneeling position like I am here. Now we're going to be stretching to the hip flexor area here. So just concentrating your feet hip width apart, okay? Now place your hands on the hips. So fingers on the hips, thumbs come around and try to feel for the bone landmarks at the back of the pelvis, okay? Now from here, see my curve from upper back? I want you to lengthen up that spine. So I want you to get a nice straight line from ear to your shoulder, shoulder to your hip. Okay? Now from here, I'm going to get your front knee to travel forward. So you want this knee to go out towards the toes of the front. You're going to keep the back leg where it is. Now holding it here, what we're going to do is gently push the hips forward and allow the chin chest to look up. Feel a nice stretch across the hip flexor here. Okay? And look up towards that ceiling. Hold it here. One more breath. Do nice and slow. We're going to come back. Drop your chest onto your thighs. Okay? We're going to bring back the feet hip width apart. We're going to go to normal downward dog. So this time we're going to come all the way to our toes. And I want you to bring your heels all the way down. So it's exhale up, inhale down. Exhale all the way up in the toes. Inhale down. Go up as high as you can, right at the tips of your toes. And then drop the heels all the way down. We go for 4. And down. Up. 3. And down. Well done. 2 more. 2. And down. And last one. Up. 1. And down. Now from here we're going to bring our right leg forward. Drop the back knee. Foot flat on the floor. Again come into your kneeling position. Okay? Again feet are hip width apart. Fingers on the hips. Thumbs come around into the bony landmarks at the back of the pelvis. Now allow the front knee to travel forward. Lengthen your spine up. Placing the fingers on the hips. Thumbs to the back. And then push the hips forward. Allowing your chin and chest just to look up towards the ceiling. Two more breaths. Last one. And then drop down. This time, guys, bring your chest onto your thighs. This time we're going to be coming forward. Okay, so I want you nice and slow. Step forward with the left. And I want you to drop your head down, okay? Keep your knees bent initially. So see where I'm standing here, feet hip width apart. My knees are bent, my chest resting on my thighs. Okay, let the head hang. So you want to bend the knees so you can comfortably place your fingers on the floor. Let the head hang down. Now from here, we're going to slowly start to straighten into those legs if we can. Relax your shoulders and slowly straighten those legs. Feel a nice stretch up the back of the hamstrings. One more breath. And then from here, guys, I want you to bend your knees. I want you to bring your fingers out in front. And I want you to concentrate on your back straight. So see my knees are bent and see my back is flat. My chest is partly resting on my thighs. Now from here, I'm going to come all the way up. This makes it into Asana and back into prayer. Okay, once you're standing up, guys, I want you facing towards me. We're going to go to a nice mountain pose here. So what I want you to do is place your hands on your thighs. I want you to lift your toes, and I want you to space your toes out. And I want you to concentrate on each toe individually pressing into the floor. And I want you to focus on the feet. I want you to focus on pressing into the outside of your feet and into the heels. Try to keep me off the arch of the feet if you can. Press the feet so hard to the floor that you feel your calf muscles engage. Now concentrate on your knees. Lift your knees slightly to engage your thighs. Now with the hands on the thighs, I want you to inhale, slide your shoulders towards your ears. I want you to exhale, just roll your shoulders back, open up your chest, okay? And then from here, I want you to lengthen your head up towards the roof. Now, the top of the head, keep your eyes level, don't look up towards the ceiling. And nice and slow, just push your hands backwards. Try to squeeze your two shoulder blades together. Nice solid mountain pose. One more breath. And then release it. Okay? From here, we're going to go into our sun salutation, okay? So it's going to be fairly fast paced. We're going to do 4 rounds. The first round and the third round will be easy, as in they'll have modification. The second and fourth will be progressive. Okay, so we have 2 rounds with each leg leading. We'll do 2 rounds to the right, 2 rounds to the left. Okay, so again, if you get lost, that's okay. Stay with me if you can. Feet hip width apart, put the hands up by the ears, and lean it back for extended Tanasana. We're going to exhale, we're going to forward fold. So just drop your chest onto your thighs, and the head drop down. But step back with your right, lifting your chest up for a equestrian pose. Stepping back with your left, going to downward dog. Modification, we drop to the knees, elbows and chin in tight. Drop your chin, chest down just over the floor, and then gently coming through into cobra. Okay, coming back into a box position, and then back into downward dog. Okay, we step forward with the right again, lifting the chest up. Stepping forward with the left, going to a forward bend, flatten that back, and come all the way up. Lifting the extended Tanasana and back into prayer position. Okay, we do this round now with the progression. Okay, so put our hands up by the ears. Again, lead with the right foot, exhaling back, and all the way down to forward fold. Stepping back with the right again, lifting that chest up. Step back with the left, going to downward dog. Now try the progression with me if you can. Come into a high plank. Elbows pointing in towards the body. Drop your chin, chest down just over the floor. Gently push it through, coming into upward dog. Curl your toes back under, going back into downward dog. Step forward with your right, keep the feet hip width apart, lifting that chest up. Stepping forward, the left, going to forward bend. Straighten your back, come all the way up into mixed Tanasana and back into prayer. Okay, 2 rounds with the left leg leading. Hands up, inhaling back, exhale, forward fold, drum that chest all the way down to your thighs. Stepping back with your left, lifting up your chest this time. Stepping back with your right this time. Going to downward dog. Modification, knees to the floor, elbows in tight. Drop your chin, chest down just over the floor and gently coming through into cobra. Okay, curl your toes under, coming back into downward dog. Step forward with your left, lifting your chest up. Step forward with your right, going to forward bend. Straighten your back, come all the way up into mixed Tanasana and back into prayer. One more round, guys. So again, all hands up by the ears. Inhale as you lean backwards. Exhale, forward fold. Drop your chest all around your thighs. Drop your head down. Stepping back with your left, going to equestrian pose. Stepping back with your right, going to downward dog. Progression, guys. Come to high plank, elbows in tight. Drop your chin, chest down just on the floor. Gently coming through into an upward dog. And then back into a downward dog. Stepping forward, lifting the chest up. Stepping forward with your right. Go to forward bend, straighten your back for Trini. All the way up into extended Tanasana and back into prayer. Excellent, guys. So don't worry if you were lost there, that's okay. Okay? So at the top of the mat, okay? Keep the feet hip width apart. We're going to go into warrior 1. So step back with your right, about 3 foot back. Okay? Foot about a 45-degree angle. Feet are hip width apart. Okay? Now, twist your hips. You're facing towards the front foot. Bend that front knee so it's directly over that ankle. Kneecaps pointing towards the toes. Lengthen the spine up. Bring the hands up at the ears. And then push the hips forward. Allow the chin, chest to look up. This is warrior 1 pose. Again, feet hip width apart. Good curve into the lower back. You're looking up towards the ceiling. Relax the shoulders. Making sure that front knees over the toes, pointed knee at the toes, okay? Nice and slow. Straighten your posture. Bring the hands behind. Interlock the fingers. Okay? Then drop your chest down just over the thigh and push your hands up and drop that chest right down. Okay? And keep that knee and legs exactly as they are. And bring those hands up as high as you can. One more breath. Nice and slowly exhale as you come back up. Good. Straighten your front leg. Now, grasp the opposing elbow with the opposite hand. So, right hand grasping the left elbow, left hand grasping the right. And if you can't grasp the elbow, that's fine. So go on as far as that far down that forearm as you can. Lengthen the spine up. Keep the back straight, legs straight, hinge forward. Single leg forward bend. So hinge forward, you feel that stretch in the hamstring. So you want to feel the hamstring, the front leg stretch. Keep the back straight, drop that chest down. Good, nice and slowly. We come back up. Good. We'll release the hands back into prayer. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to step forward, okay, and bring your leg onto the side of your calf. Now I'm going to show you from straight on. So you're stepping forward, okay, keep the left leg on the floor, right foot goes onto the calf of the left. Now get your hands, release them, place them onto the hips, okay? Now from here, we're going to gently just push that right knee out. You push it out to the point you feel this left hip move. That's as far as you go. Hands go into prayer, lengthen your spine up so you get your back nice and straight. We're going to bring our hands in this position up over the head and holding it here. So all I have is my hands are in prayer just directly over my head. One more breath, then release it, okay? Bring the hands back down, drop them back down, okay? So you're at the top of your mat, we're going to step back into warrior two. So stepping back with the right leg again, okay? This time one heel is directly behind the other, okay? Bend that front knee, flat knee is over the ankle, pointing towards the toes of the front. Push into the outside that back leg. And with the two hands up the table are up to shoulder height and look at the fingertips in the front for warrior two. So again, a good wide stance. Again, make sure the feet are directly behind each other, pushing to the outside that back foot. Top hand is up, shoulder height, look at the fingertips in the front. Hold it here. Turn the palm to front, drop the back hand, bring the top hand up, and reverse warrior. One more breath, then bring it back down. One more time. Turn the palm, drop the back hands. Don't touch the legs. Just bring one hand up, look at the palm of the hand, drop the back hand to the thigh, and coming back again into warrior two. So in case you feel a nice stretch across the groin. If you don't, you need to just widen that stance a small bit. Okay? Bring your hands onto your hips, straighten that front leg, twist that foot. So you want both feet pointed forward now. Push the feet out to the outside. Don't collapse and starch the feet. Hands on the hips. Place the fingers on the hips. Thumbs come around to the lower back. Just push the hips forward and allow your chin chest just to look up. Small stretch to the front of the trunk. Then from here, keep your legs straight. Push it outside the feet and hinge forward. Keep those knees nice and straight, guys. And reaching down, keep your back straight, knees straight. Okay, if you can reach down, touch the floor, reach for the fingers in between the feet, not ahead of the feet, in between. Focus on pointing your elbows backwards as you continue to reach down. Just hold. Go to your point of tension, guys. Don't force it. So the head hang down if you can. Okay, nice and slow. You're coming back up. Come up with your fingertips. Place your hands in the hips and gently hinge back up. Now from here, guys, we're going to come back into the center. We're going to do heels to toes. So heel, toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels, and toes. Well done. Okay, so you're standing up facing me now, okay? We're going to go to a nice squat here. So hands are out. Okay, I'll show you the side view. Hands are out. Now you're shoving that bum back and going all the way down. So keep the hands at shoulder height. Try to get to a position where your thighs are parallel to the floor, knee and bum in line. Back staying nice and straight. Look at fingertips in front. Again, look at your knees. Make sure the knees are not collapsing inwards. They're staying out over the ankles and they're pointed towards the toes of the front. One more breath. Then nice and slowly come back up. We're going to change your hand position so hands this time are pointed up towards the ceiling. Okay, again we're going to sit down, shoving that bum right back down. Now from here, look at those knees, make sure the knees are not falling inwards, they're in line with your toes. Now from here, look at your fingers in front, bring your hands up towards the ceiling, look into your hands. chair pose. One more breath, and then nice and slowly exhale as you come back up. Excellent, guys, well done, okay? So from here, we're going to step up our mat again. We're going to step back with the other side, okay? So step back with your left leg this time. So again, feet hip width apart, okay? This foot here is about 45 degree angle, push into the outside of that foot. Hands to the hips, twist. So facing towards the front foot. Bend that front knee. So you want that knee over the ankle, pointed towards the toes of the front. Lengthen the spine up. Bring the hands up by the ears. Then gently lean the hips forward and allow the chin chest to look up. Push your way into the outside of that back foot. Make sure your front knee is not falling inwards. Then you're holding here for warrior one. Focus on the breath we practice. So breathe in through your nose. And a nice long breath out through the mouth if you need to. Then straight the posture. Bring the hands behind. Interlock the fingers. And drop that chin chest down towards the thighs as we go for humble warrior. So again, interlocking those fingers, pushing right up. Keep the knee bent to the front. Have your chest all the way down. One more breath. Then exhale. Nice and slowly come all the way back up. Straighten your front leg. Then grasp the opposing elbow with the opposite hand. Okay, straighten up your back and lean your trunk forward. Keep both knees nice and straight here. Then feel that pull in the hamstring in the front. Just feel the hamstring stretch. One more breath and then nice and slowly relax it as you come back up. Excellent, guys. Okay, from here, bring your hands to prayer in the front. Okay, we're going to step up into tree pose. Okay, so keep the right leg on the floor, bring the left leg onto the calf of that right. Okay, now release the hands, place them onto the hips. So push that left knee out as far as you can. So you feel that right hip move, and that's as far as it goes. Hands in prayer, lengthen the spine up, and bring the hands up overhead. Keep him in prayer position. One more breath, then release it, bring it back down and drop. Okay, step to the top of your mat, step all the way back with your left leg again, going to warrior two. So this leg is at 90 degree angle or slightly tucked in, whatever's most comfortable. Push into the outside of that foot and don't collapse into the arch. Bend your front knee, knee over the ankle, knee pointed towards the front. Again, you should feel stretch across the ground. If you don't, just wind that sense a small bit, okay? You don't want that knee go any further than directly over your ankle, okay? Now you make sure you don't have it falling in, so pointing with your big toe. Bring your fingers up, okay, shoulder height, holding here. Look at the fingertips to the front and hold it here for warrior two. Turn your palm to front, drop the back hand to the thigh, look at the top of the palm of the front. Keep the legs exactly as they are. Come back again into warrior two. One more time, turn the palm, drop the back hand, look at the top hand. Again, coming back into warrior two. Good, from here, straighten that front leg, twist that foot, okay? So both feet are pointed forward, both knees are straight, push into the outside of the feet, okay? Fingers on the hips, thumbs come around to the back, push your hips forward, allow your chin chest to look up towards that ceiling. And then exhale, folding forward, keep the knees straight, and just lean your trunk forward. Again, leaning forward, keep the knees straight, keep the back straight, and lean forward. You feel the pull in the hamstrings. Okay, if you feel you can, take the hands away off the hips, place the fingers in between the feet, have the elbows pointed backwards, relax your shoulders, and allow the head to slowly drop down. Okay, only go at your own range of motion here. If your hands are on the hips, that's fine. Just feel those hamstrings, feel them stretch. Okay, coming back up to the fingertips. Place the hands on the hips, and then slowly bring it back up. Excellent, guys, okay? Now from here, we're going to twist our feet, and we're going to slowly drop our chest onto our thighs, okay? And then we're going to nice and slowly swing back, and we're going to go back into a downward dog, okay? We're going to nice and slowly pedal those heels up and down. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Good. From here, we're going to come forward into a high plank, okay? Tuck that pelvis in. So want you like this, okay? It's not bum up here, not too low. Nice straight line, tucking that pelvis in. Hold it here. We're going to drop down to the elbows. Then nice and slow, transition back up into high plank. Good. Then we're going back into downward dog, okay? This time we're going to lift our right leg up as high as we can for three-legged dog. So the right leg goes right up. Bring our right leg forward, guys. Okay? Bring it down and drop the back. Okay, so you're down. And we're going to go into a lunge position. Okay, so feet hip width apart, back foot flat on the floor, hands come by the ears. We're just lean your trunk forward and look up towards the ceiling for a low lunge. Okay, from here, strengthen your posture. Okay, if you're feeling good, curl your toe under and try to do it with the back knee off the floor. Again, lean the trunk forward and look up. Again, if you don't have to do this version, you can just keep going with the knee on the floor if you need to. Now from here, we're going to try warrior 3 if we can. So what I want you to do is drop your chest onto your thighs for the first step. Okay, there's your plenty of space. Okay, so drop your chest onto your thigh. Now I want you to lift your back leg and try to get the leg up as high as you can. Okay, so really you want the leg the same height as your bum. You bring your fingers out in front. Okay, so what we're trying to do here, the fingers in the front, trying to get a nice straight line from your toes to your head. Okay, if you're still feeling good, you still can, go to full warrior 3. So if you're struggling for balance, just focus on getting the hands here and getting that leg up. If you're feeling good, you're going to try to get the hands away. You're going to bring the hands up by the ears. You're going to hold it here for warrior 3. For count of 10, 9. Focus on breath the whole time. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your fingertips down. Drop your back foot down. Drop that leg down. Foot flat. And come back into lunge. Good. Drop your chest back onto the thigh, guys. Good. Going back into another downward dog. And again, this time we're going to come up with the toes, down the heels. So go for 4. So exhale as you come up with the toes. Inhale down. One more time up with the toes. Inhale down. Allow the body to come forward. Again to high plank. Drop it down to low plank. And then drop the body all the way down. Feet go flat on the floor. Drop your chest onto the floor. Okay, bend your elbows. Have your elbows in line with your shoulders. Then push your forearms into the floor. Press your fingers into the floor. Lift your chest. Look forward, look down. Relax your shoulders down your back. Sphinx pose. Good, drop the chest back down. This time, guys, we're going to do it again. Press your feet into the floor, feet together. Lift your chest this time, lift your forearms. Look forward and look down. Keep those elbows in line with your shoulders. Fingers straight out from the elbows. And then drop it. Good. This time we're going to keep the hands on the floor. So I want you to keep the hands on the floor and lift the forearms and lift the chest up. And again, continue to look forward and downward. So hands stay on the floor, forearms on the floor, feet together. And then drop it back down. Excellent. Okay, from here, hands going to your shoulders, coming back up onto your knees. Okay, curl toes under again, and we go back into downward dog. Okay, this time I want you to lift your left leg as high as you can. Go into three-legged dog. And step forward with that left leg. Okay, getting it out and coming up into a kneeling position. Okay, we're going to go to lunge here. Again, feet hip width apart, knee over the ankle, knee points towards the toe of the front. Hands come by the ears. Push the hips forward, allow the chin, chest to look up for low lunge. Then nice and slow, relax it. If you can, curl the back toe under. We're going to lift that back knee off the floor if we can, and then allow the chin, chest to look up. Again, if you can't lift the back knee, that's perfectly fine. Just hold it the way we just did it before. Now from here, I want you to drop your chest onto your thighs. We're going to go for warrior 3, okay? So fingertips out in front. I want you to lift your foot up and use your fingers to bring you up so you get a nice straight line, okay? Roughly, okay? From your toes up to your head. If you're struggling to keep the balance here, stay with this. You're feeling good. If you want to go for lift the hands, bring up the same height as your ears. You're going to hold it here again for count of 10. Breathe into your nose and out your mouth. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, drop your fingertips down. Drop that back leg down. Drop the knee down. And again, come back into a low lunge. One more breath. Then release it. Drop your chest back onto your thighs. Excellent. Curl that back to under. And we're going to high plank. Okay, so again, just come into high plank here. Okay, tuck your pelvis in, hold it here. We're going to transition into a low plank. Transition back into a high plank. Again, focus on the abdominals, focus on the hips, focus on the back. They're the muscles you want to engage here, okay? So every time you breathe out, you really sort of focus on constantly engaging those muscles. As you drop down again into the elbows. One more breath. Drop and come back up. Round 3. Drop onto the elbows. One more round, you're well able. Don't want the hips sag, okay? Keep a nice straight line. Drop down again last time. And then drop the body down. Good guys, okay? We're going to baby cobra this time. So elbows get bent underneath your shoulders. Fingers are straight up from the elbows. I want you to lift your chest up. You see my hand position, elbows near my shoulders. Fingers straight out from there. Hold it here. You can look forward, you look slightly upwards as well. Good. Found that okay? We're going to bring the hands back a bit further, okay? So hands just ahead of your shoulders. Elbows are tucked in by the side of the body. Press your feet hard to the floor. Straighten those arms if you can. Allow your chin chest to look up. If this doesn't feel good, guys, reduce that range of motion down to the point where it does. Relax the shoulders down your back. One more breath. Then nice and slowly we come back down. Excellent, okay? This time, guys, just bring the hands by the sides. Feet here together. And this time we're going to gently lift the chest. Lift the legs if it feels good for you to do that. Press the hips into the floor. And then lift the hands for locus. One more breath. And then drop that chest down. Excellent, okay? Coming back up. Onto your hands and knees, guys, okay? And we're going to go on cat and cow here. So just exhale, just arch that back up. Inhale. I want you gently tilt the forward, lifting the head up. Exhale and arch it back up. And gently tilt it forward. Last time, exhale and arch it. And inhale and tilt it. Good. Come into kneeling position, guys, okay? We'll go to baby camel and then for camel if we can. Okay, so fingers in the hips, thumbs across the back. Push your hips forward. Allow that chin chest to look up. Again, good back bend here. Nice and slowly come out of it. Okay, if you find that okay, just make this 2 more levels going. Okay, so you can curl your toes under and reach back for the heels that way, or you can go with the feet flat. I'll show you the one with the feet flat. If you find you can't reach it, go with the toes curled under. Okay, so what we're going to do is just sit back onto our quads, reach back, grab fingertips in the hips or the heels. And then from here, I should focus squeezing your bum and pushing your belly button up. So constantly squeezing the bum, letting the pressure at the back, and allow the chin chest to come up. Now you can do it with the toes curled under as well. Okay, and then when you're coming back out, guys, we put the hands back onto the lower back and slowly come back up. Excellent, well done. Okay, from here, we're going to nice slow come back onto our front. We're going to drop down to our elbows. We're going to do plank dips on our elbows. Okay, so we're going for 4 rounds here. So straight out our right leg and 3, 2, 1. Left is straight now. Straight out that posture. Horse it nice and solid and hold here. Now just focus on our right hip. Nice and slide our right hip come down, touch the floor, back up. 3, 2, 1. Left hip down to the floor. Back up. Good. 3 more rounds. Right hip down. Back up. 3, 2, 1. Left hip down. Back up. 3, 2, 1. Right hip down. Back up. 3, 2, 1. Left hip down. Back up. 3, 2, 1. One more round. Touch. Back up. 3, 2, 1 and left hip down. 3, 2 and 1 and drop. All the way back into trial pose, guys. Hands top of the mat, sitting down, top of those heels, and drop the head all the way down to the floor. Excellent, guys, okay? Now from here we're going to come on to our backs, okay? So you're just coming on to our backs, guys. Keep the feet hip width apart, hands by the sides, transfer towards the roof. We're just going to go out to heel touches. We're going to work the muscle to the side of the trunk. So just exhale and reach and back, exhale and reach. Okay, so get as close to that heel as you can. And we go for 10, 9, 8. So focus the muscle to the side of the trunk. So keep the knees still, keep the hips still. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And down. Okay, good. You're going to lock your fingers, guys. Place them to the base of your skull. The 2 legs come to the tabletop, okay? Then from here, lift your head up, tuck your chin in, and we're going to oblique bicycle. So right leg comes out, right shoulder, left knee, back, and twist. Now keep the hips nice and steady. Focus on getting that shoulder as close to that opposite knee as you can. We're going to do 2 rounds here, slow for 10, fast for 10, okay? We're going to pick it up if we can in 3, 2, and 1. When we go if we can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to nice and slow. Shoulder towards that knee. Again, we're going to pick it up. 1 more round of this. And we're going to go on 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. We go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And drop. Excellent. Keep those legs on tabletop, guys. Right hand, left shoulder, left hand, right shoulder. Remember that tight pair of jeans we spoke about at the very start? Tuck that belly button in, make sure that tight pair of jeans is on to engage those deep core muscles. Lift your head, tuck your chin in, look at those knees. Exhale, lift. So keep the head off the floor the whole time. See, my head is nowhere near it. My chin is tucked in, my legs stay in tabletop, and I'm feeling my upper abdominals at work the whole time. Go for 10. 6 more. 1 more. And up. Excellent. If you found that okay, straight out the legs. If you didn't, keep the legs bent. Okay, knees. Look at those toes, and away we go. Knees straight. We go for 10, 9, 8. We're nearly there, guys. 7, 6. Head off the floor the whole time. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Last bit of core work, guys. Bend those knees again. Bring the hands up over the head. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Lift the chest. Put the hands down by the sides. Okay, we do V-ups. Okay, we aim for 10 of these. So straighten out the legs now. Keep everything in the air. Exhale. Chest to thighs. Thighs to chest. Get your chest as close to your thighs as you can. Thighs as close to your chest as you can. 7. 1. 1 and down. Let the head drop. Let the one leg come down. Second leg come down. Straight out one leg. Straight out the second leg. Point your toes away. Bring your hands over the head. Just make yourself as long as you possibly can. 1 more breath. And then release it. Good. Okay. Bend the 2 knees, guys. Okay. I'm going to do a nice little piriformis stretch here. So, what I want you to do is I want you to get your right heel, I want you to place it on the thigh of the left, okay? Now, from here, we're going to bring that leg up. So, bring the left leg up into tabletop position, okay? Now, pay attention here, because you could lose me here. Okay, so right hand on the inside of your right knee, and this little grasp that, okay? Get your left hand on the inside of the right ankle, okay? Now, from here, using the right hand's going to do the work. Okay, so keep that left leg in tabletop, relax the foot, and gently push that right knee out using that right hand. Keep the head and shoulders on the floor, and you feel a stretch down here, down the side of the bum and the side of the hip. Right into the T-band there. Pushing that knee out. Using the left hand just to stabilise that ankle. Good. Just hold it there. Then relax it. Return that left foot down. Bring that right leg down. We'll do the same on the other side. So bring that left leg up. Place that left leg on the thigh of the right. Okay. Then lift that right leg up into tabletop position. Relax the foot. Okay. Left hand goes on the left knee. Right hand goes on the inside of the left ankle. And then keep that in the right leg in tabletop. Point that foot away. Then use your left hand to push that left knee out. Okay. Use your right hand just to hold your ankle in place, and you should feel a nice stretch down that side of the bum and hold it there. One more breath, and then release it and bring it back down. Excellent, guys. Okay, now from here we're going to do a nice little spine twist. So bring 2 hands out to a cross shaped position, hands facing up towards the ceiling. Bring your 2 legs up on the tabletop. Turn the head, look at the right hand, and let the knees fall off to the left. Okay, let the knees fall. So keep the hands and shoulders on the floor, and some of those knees fall off to the side. Okay, so you're looking at the right hand, the knees are gone to the left hand side. Bring those knees up the tabletop, turn the head, look at the left hand, and let the knees fall across to the right. Good. This time we're going to go a bit further, guys. Okay, so bring the knees up the tabletop, turn the head, look at the right, let the knees fall off. This time take the left hand, place it outside of your right knee, and just push that knee across while you continue to look at the right hand. Good. Nice. So bring those legs back up the tabletop. Again, let the left hand come back to this cross-shaped position. Let the knees fall out to the right. Okay, look at the left hand. Take your right hand off the floor, place it outside of the left knee, and just push that knee across. Good, guys. And then release it. Bring those 2 legs up the tabletop. Place your hands on the knees. Now let's just do knee circles here. So concentrating, just massaging that back into the floor. Good. Change direction. So if you're going clockwise, just go anti-clockwise. 3, 2, and 1. Place the hands at the back of your thighs and bring those knees into your chest. Holding it here. Relaxing the shoulders on your back. Good, guys. Then I want you to drop 1 foot down and the second foot down. Okay, from here, guys, we're going to go into our yoga nidra, which is our relaxation. Okay, so again, if you want to opt out, you can opt out now. Okay, but if you want to, I'd really recommend it. Just try it. It'll take about 5 minutes. If you have just access to a blanket or jacket or something just to keep you warm. If you don't want, that's fine. I just want you to lie on your back. I want you to just close your eyes. Okay, so if you have access quickly to a jacket or a coat or anything like that, just throw it on you, or a blanket would be ideal. And just lie on your back, guys, on your mat, okay, and just close your eyes. And I want you just to relax for a few minutes, okay? And literally just take 5 minutes. I want you to chill. I want you to close your eyes, and all I want you to do is just relax on the floor. So I just want you to lie in any comfortable position that you can, and just try to relax your whole body. Now we're going to bring our awareness to our body. So I want you to feel your heels, the back of your heels in contact with your mat. Feel your head, your shoulders, and the back of your arms in contact with the floor. And just let them go. Feel your calves. Feel the back of your thighs, all in contact with the floor. Feel the ground holding and supporting you. Being yourself, and let yourself being held. What are the sensations you can feel in your body? Is it tiredness? Is it tingliness? Is it tightness? Identify these sensations and where they are in your body, and just try to let them go. Now become aware of any emotions and thoughts you may be feeling. Recognize them and name these emotions if you can. For example, it could be happiness, anxiety, or tiredness. We're going to try to accept these emotions without judging ourselves and just let them pass. Before we go any further, we're going to think a specific intention that we're going to focus on. So any goal that we want to achieve, help us move forward in our path in life, something positive. We're going to word it in a positive present tense. For example, I'm aware, I'm stronger, I'm a friend to myself. So I want you to take a couple of seconds just to think of a personal, specific intention now. Now I want you to repeat that intention to yourself 3 times. Now we're going to bring our attention back to our breath. You can use your breath to help you stay focused. You can use your breath to be mindful in the present moment. Take a deep breath into your nose and a nice long exhale out your mouth. Take a big deep breath into your nose and a nice long exhale out your mouth. And now continue to breathe in and out at your own natural pace. If your mind becomes overactive with thoughts or worries, just come back to focusing on your breath. Now I'm going to call out a number of different things, and I want you to visualize them in your mind's eye for a few seconds. A burning candle, waves breaking on the shore, a warm embrace, looking out a window, you smiling, a good night's sleep, a pat in the woods, a full moon, the sun shining overhead, cool, clear water, laughing with friends, a cat stretching, a beautiful garden path, your favourite song playing on the radio, the sound of my voice, your body lying on the floor. Now we're going to come back to our own specific intention, the one we spoke about earlier. And again, I want you to repeat yourself in the present tense 3 times. Now focus again on your breath. Just breathe in through your nose and out your mouth. At the same time, I want you to start to become aware of your physical body. Notice the heaviness of your body as it rests on the floor. Bring your awareness to all the points of your body that are in contact with the floor. The back of your heels, your thighs, your back, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, and your head. Now keep your eyes closed. I want you to visualize the room that you're in. Visualize where you are in that room. see yourself lying on the floor. Now, keeping your eyes closed, we're going to slowly bring some movement into that body. So I want you nice and slow just to wriggle your fingers and to wriggle your toes. Do it nice and slowly, keeping your eyes closed. I want you to just bend your knees, just bring them into your chest, just hold that stretch. Do it nice and slowly. I want you to place one foot back down the floor and the second foot down the floor. So the feet are on the floor and knees are bent. And you bring your hands out of the center of your chest, keeping your eyes closed, and I want you to start to slowly rub your hands together, generating heat into the palms of your hands. And then I want you to place those hands up over the eyes, feeling the heat of the hands come into the eyes. And I want you to slowly open your eyes underneath your hands and allow it to blink a couple of times. Then I want you to bring your hands together. I want you to roll onto your side and get a pillow for your hands, or pillow for your head with your hands. And just allow yourself to wake here for a couple of seconds. Now from here, guys, we're going to slowly make our way into a comfortable seated position or kneeling position. We're going to bring our hands into prayer. We're just going to bow our heads as we say Namaste. Thanks so much, guys, for doing the YouTube video. I really, really appreciate it. Alright, until next time, stay safe and take care. Bye.